Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome back to the pre-market outlook session for the date of 19th September 2025. So we have observed the proof it has witnessed by the Indian markets in yesterday's trend. What that proof was means it has closed above the significant resistance zones we have been discussing. What was the level? 24,330 above and 24,261 also we have mentioned prior to that. So in all the way it has closed above these levels. Then what will be the next would be discussed in today's pre-market session now. And before that, just we look back the yesterday's behavior and observation, if any, we can get. Yes, there are some observations. What it might be means, as we have mentioned in today's phrase, usually we used to state in the report that the Nifty on the edge momentum in the making, like we have noted here. What it means really to be for the traders means, while actually trying to retrace, there was no significant support for the selling activity the Nifty has taken yesterday. Due to that lack of selling behavior, in the later sessions, the Nifty or Sensex one can take and look out in the chart. It tried to bounce back and attempted to close near the open levels of yesterday. So in that manner, it has actually given or formed the pattern in the way of hanging on the top. Whenever this kind of pattern appears on the chart on any instrument you can take, starting with the index to till the individual stocks, that would be the greater way of make or break in terms of activities or price actions. In the same manner only we have observed the thing, the Nifty is currently hanged, or that means formed a hanging kind of pattern while it is trying to move up. Whenever this kind of pattern is appearing, that would be the chance for forming another leg of rally on the same direction, or otherwise, in case the same patterns candles low once broken means there the break kind of activities or the downside or a opposite side of activities can also be expected. We need to wait and watch where the real direction is going to get for the Nifty or Sensex based on the actions the indexes are going to provide. So that was the major observation based on the formation through the way of analyzing the behavior of that benchmark indexes activities. So that we have shared this in earlier session of this trade, because you have to take the informed decisions with confidence and clarity before actually approaching the Nifty on either side of trades. So until it is holding yesterday's low, nothing to worry. This is actually a preview of in today's session. Despite of opening in a calm manner or a quiet manner, which also aligning with the neutral trends, but however, the buyers have been slightly different between the global and the Indian market. But after opening, we should watch out the behavior as well as the levels we are going to mention now. With the support of that 25,330, that should be noted first. As long as it is holding this 25,330, long positions can be continued or can be even entered freshly. Nothing to worry about that. But it should not get broken in any time frames. starting with 5 minutes to till the hourly. Because if it is getting broken means the intention may be get signaled by the index that it would be in the way of going downward after it breaks. So that should be very keenly and closely watched it. But if it is holding this 25,330 level means one can take the long positions or build the long positions or keep the long positions, whatever the thing may be. For the target of 25,550 as an immediate one and 700 as a wholesome of target for the positional trade. So until it is breaching 25,700 by provided that it is keeping the or retaining the 25,330, there will be no worries, there will be no disturbances. So it would almost achieve the level of 25,700. In case it breaks or it does not retains 25,330 means immediate support of 25,260 also will act. See the difference between 330 to 260. Just 70 points of support, but anyhow it is core one. So it may be giving some cushions for the long traders without having any urge to close the positions even though the support gets broken in the level of 25,330. Because 25,260 more than the 25,330 significance it has. So after decisive break down below 25,260, immediate one also followed with a 25,145. This 25,145 level only had that much of importance in deciding the trend, which has been many occasions we have discussed and made a strategy based on that 25,145. So if it is so, then again calculate the 25,260 to 145 level, that is about 200 points. So that much of cushions the Nifty is actually giving to the traders as it has constructed the support in these areas. So between 100 to 70 points and all, in the intervals, the supports have been constructed. Which means what? The intention while it is constructing or making these levels are support, it was clear that the Nifty is aiming to give a phenomenal rally in the new leg it is going to form like. So that new leg of rally almost confirmed based on the trades it has witnessed till yesterday. But anyhow, the strategies based on the levels we have clearly discussed now should be respected. If it is not respecting, nothing is big is going to happen, but the retracement may delay the further leg of rally which is going to form. So that's a delay or just a postponement only may happen, which means we are actually projecting the new all-time high is possible on Nifty probably within this month or otherwise. The 30th September as a significant date we have mentioned may decide the approaching of previous all-time high or otherwise forming or witnessing a new all-time high anytime soon within October at least. So that is what we have started mentioning and giving you a signal that it is in the cusp of making that kind of reaching of new all-time highs and all. So for that, any retracement if it is giving or any minor reversal from the top if it is or Nifty or Sensex is giving means that should be utilized as an opportunity to use that in the way of building long positions or buying call options. If you want to focus on option side, particularly on the index means, it would be better to focus on October's contracts or October series oriented strikes. So that is what the strategy in a way of projecting the new all-time high, including the retracement based on the behavior till yesterday, the markets given as a proof against our prediction. Hope it is very clear for our, hope you all understand the strategies and behavior based discussions we are having on our markets. Good. For the day, if it is respecting the levels in way of maintaining the support, the market is actually going to witness means for that the sectors like finance and banks will be primarily helping the index to move higher. And on the vice versa, on the other side, or on the other hand also, one should note, if it is breaking below the immediate support point of 25,330 as discussed, until it is finding the next one, these sectors like finance and banking will also push down the index to attract or to find the buying around the support zones we have discussed. So afterwards, the metals in the way of mixed trend metals can also be approached. And pharmaceuticals, since it has given a good rally in yesterday's move, it is expected to continue the positive move with the support of major mid and small cap stocks. From the IT space, based on the short covering and value buying, some of the IT stocks, even from the large cap space, like Tech Mahindra, we also recommended it. HL Technologies, LTI Mindtree. Even these kind of stocks also can be watched out for making a long position. And finally, the sector named real estate would be on the spotlight in today's trade if it is actually giving support in the way of buying activities or in the way of short covering activities. One can watch out the stocks like Godrej Properties, Lodha Developers, DLF, along with some mid-cap space also like Anand Rauch Industries, Suntech Realty also. Prestige Estates also can be included. So these are all the sectors which are expected to primarily influence the market trend in today's move. From the stocks front, the day traders can also watch out the stocks like Vedanta Limited, Texmaco Rail, Unichem Laboratories, JSW Energy, Wari Energies, Poonawalla FinCorp, Bank of Products India. This Bank of Products India we have actually recommended and under our fortune picks as an investment model, which has generally a huge returns within a short time horizon, in which the 23% of target has been recommended, and against that 18% of target have been fulfilled by the Bank of Products within 3 days since we recommended. Afterwards, the Bajaj Consumer Care based on the technical behavior also can be noted down. So one can actually get benefits who are approaching these kind of stocks listed here. Anyhow, irrespective of the strategies, irrespective of the directions you are following, it is very important to maintain the strict stop loss on every trade. Thank you for your query, sir. Since we also wanted to notify that the SEBI's announcement, there is positivity on the Adani Group stocks also will weigh on in today's market, since the Hindenburg's involvement or Hindenburg's research allegations on the Adani Group stocks have been left out with no proper proofs or no proper grounds like by the SEBI, will also poised to make good benefits or make good impact on the Adani Group stocks in the way of recovering or in the way of moving up. So that also can be focused along with the stocks we have discussed till now. So Adani Group stocks will be having a good momentum. If it is not having momentum, don't think that is not having impact based on the news. Probably based on the market trend, it may stay in the same place or it may slightly come down, but that should be utilized in the way of acquiring or building long. That's the additional strategy one can implement on the Adani Group stocks as well. So thank you for participating in today's session. We wish everyone to have a cheerful day, since the final day of the week is going to anyhow make you all cheer in the way of good momentum. Thanks again. We'll meet again in the pre-market session on Monday. Anyhow, the weekly based market outlook session will be conducted on tomorrow around 11:30. So there we will be discussing about the overall week's trend along with important sectors and stocks based analysis. Meet you there. Until then, we are signing off now. Thank you. Bye.